Alright, so let's take a look at how some of our Super Eagles players performed in the UEFA competitions this week. These are players competing in the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League. Before we get more into detail, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. So we start in the Champions League with Super Eagles left back Sanusi. He played 21 minutes for his club Porto against Bayern Leverkusen. Came into the game at the 69-minute mark with the match at 0-0 and it ended at 2-0 in favor of his club. He had 17 touches of the ball, completed 19 out of 14 passes for 64%, took one shot which ended up being a goal, actually was a header and it was the first goal of the match. Covered a whole bunch of ground to make it there for the opportunity, and it was a nice header by Sanusi to give his team the lead. He also won 1 out of 3 aerials that he contested. 1 tackle made in the game, but it was a big tackle, a last man tackle. Basically, if he missed that, it was going to be a good opportunity for a goal, and he also had 1 clearance in the game. Moving on, but remaining in the Champions League, Rafael Stats, Super Eagles midfielder, played 90 minutes for his team, Club Brugge, against Atletico Madrid. The match ended 2-0 in favor of Club Brugge, a big win for them. Rafael had 64 touches of the ball. He completed 45 out of 51 passes for 88%. He took 2 shots, but both of them ended up being blocked. 1 dribble completed out of the 1 he attempted, 2 aerials out of 2, 3 tackles out of 3, 1 clearance, 1 interception, and he also took a corner in the match. Big time performance by Rafael Stats. Definitely a big time statement in that performance. Now, last but not least, out of the Champions League bunch, Bassey, the Super Eagles left back / central defender, played 90 minutes for his club Ajax against Napoli. The match ended 6-1 in favor of Napoli. Just a horrible result for Bassey and his team. He started as a central defender in the game, had 70 touches of the ball, completed 44 out of 54 passes for 81%, 1 aerial 1 out of the 2 he attempted for, 3 tackles out of 5, 3 clearances, and 1 interception. Really, it was a tough result for Bassey and his team. They were just torn apart by Napoli. And speaking of Napoli, without Victor Osimhen, they're still undefeated. They've been looking really good. For all those people talking about Victor Osimhen missing time on purpose, I mean, how ridiculous can you be? Do you see how good those guys are playing? Would you want to be sitting on the sideline while your team is playing like that? But anyways, moving on to the Europa League, we're going to start with Moses Simon, Super Eagles winger. Played 69 minutes for his club Nantes against Freiburg of the Bundesliga. They lost the match by 2-0. Moses Simon had 29 touches of the ball, completed 8 out of 12 passes for 67%. 2 key passes made in the game, had 2 dribbles completed out of the 5 he attempted, and that was for a 40% completion rate, 1 out of 1 aerial 1, and also took a corner which was accurate. Now, a pretty good performance by Moses Simon, but I just feel the weight of playing in the Europa League might be a little too much for Nantes right now. They're currently just a spot over the relegation zone in their league, and you're talking about a team that was in the middle of the pack last season. So it's definitely seeming like the competition is an extra weight on their shoulder. Moving on to the Conference League, and Super Eagles winger Samuel Chukwueze played 69 minutes for his club Villarreal against Austria Vienna. The match ended 5-0 in favor of Villarreal, and Samuel Chukwueze got the assist for the first goal in the situation. Also, you had Super Eagles forward Peter Olayinka played 90 minutes for his club Slavia Prague against CFR Cluj. The match ended 1-0 in favor of CFR Cluj. 2 other Nigerian players played in the game for 90 minutes. Forwards Yiraso and Moses Usor both played in the game for Slavia Prague. Yiraso has played for Nigeria at the youth level, participating in the Under-20 World Cup in 2019, while Moses Usor has not played for Nigeria at any of the age groups. So yeah, that was how some of our Super Eagles players performed in the UEFA competitions during the week. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.